Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Power Plays Palace. We back at it again. You know how we do it over here. So let's get to it. Oh, look at the chart from yesterday. Yesterday, we had some interesting times yesterday. Pre-market high 684.76. Pre-market low 682.67. In the previous day high 686.64, 681.57. And so Spy took us on one of those funky rides yesterday. But if you jumped on it at the right time, you should have did okay. So let's look at the chart. Remember those blue lines are previous day pre-market highs. Purple lines are previous days highs and lows on the day. So yesterday's Spy went up to 685. If you look at the open, it opened at 682, around the 682 range, and then it ran all the way up 685.38 area where we created our high for the day. And from there, it started to pull back, and it slowly pulled back. Pulled back the first time, came down to 683, went back up to 684. And then you got a real chop zone going on for most of the day because we stayed in most of the day yesterday just watching it. Even though you see it working its way down, it did some real damage to the contracts on the way down with that slow burn. Um, and that's usually because the implied volatility is not as high as it should be. But if you follow the chart yesterday, you wouldn't have had much success necessarily on the call side. Initially, you had a small window there, so you would have had to get in. If you'd have got in at the open, you'd have willing to take that risk before it broke back over the 684.76 range. Then that would have been worth a risk. It would have paid off for you. That's high risk though. But it did go up to 685.38. So we got almost the level one, but it rejected. Let's look over here in the rejection area. It did reject from there, and it ran back and it went back down. It didn't run to like a slow trot. The first leg of it was pretty swell. Back to 683, back up to 684, and it went down to 683 area again, a little bit below, back up, and then it ended the day around that area. So yesterday on the chart, we ended up hitting two areas. One area on each side. So basically, I said it's an okay day. There's a real chop zone. Spot stayed in that area most of the day, and so if you got in at a good right time, you should have been okay. So let's look at the chart for today. All right. So based on that, what we have for today is if SPY breaks and holds above 683.90, I'm looking for a long entry between 683.95 and 684.25, with my stop going at 683.40, with my targets being 684.90, 685.60, and 686.40. And that's on the continuation setup on the build up and a push up. And for my bears, it was SPY pushes into the 683.40, 683.90 area, and it stalls out. I'm be looking for a rejection to the short side with a stop above 684.20, with my target 682.60, 681.90, 681.10. And this is based off of rejection from the previous, from not being able to break through pre-market high area. And, so that's what we'll be looking at. We'll be waiting for confirmation inside the 681.70 and the 683.90 range. I'm not gonna chase the first candle, and I'm gonna be looking for a clean break, but after the 5 minute, because that's what I trade, the 5 minute chart. But if you got the 15 or the 1 hour, try to stay disciplined to that. Keep you a tight stop loss, and that's your spot trade for today. It's Wednesday, December the 10th. We're going to try to stay bullish above 683.90 and bearish below 681.69. And then we're going to try to stay right in that territory. Now, listen, first of all, this is not financial new advice. This is just me giving you some, what my insight are on the chart and what we're looking at. Second of all, you should trade off your own trade plan and be disciplined with that. Stay disciplined, keep your tight stop losses, and take your profit when you see them. The third thing is today is FOMC day, so be careful trading today. 2 o'clock is going to be a report come out, so the market should have a lot of volatility. You might, if you trade contracts like calls and puts like we are, you should see some volatility and some steep, some changes in the overall price of those contracts. So be careful while you're trading. Mind your manners, get in it, stay disciplined, do what you do. Now, if anything I said in this video helpful to you, what you do is like, share, and subscribe. Come over there and join us at Power Plays. Scan the QR code. Come over and help join us. And have a good day, man. We know we trade during the day, so come on over there and join our group and have a good time. But as for today, we out. You have a nice one. Get some money.
Okay.